Hey everyone, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to visit my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing the Booktubers newbie tag video. So if you're interested in learning more about me and my channel, please continue watching this video. So when I was looking around on Booktube, I came across the Booktuber newbie tag, and since I am new to this community, I wanted to do this video as well. The creator who I found the questions from was from Brenda C. I will have the questions that Brenda C created in my description box below, as well as her channel, if you are curious to see her answers to the questions that she created. I also do have them written down so that I can kind of stay a little bit focused, otherwise I will be all over the place. And as you can see, Nix has decided to join us. She is pretty much in all of my videos. If you've watched a lot of them or any of them, you will have seen her previously. So question number one is, why did you start this channel? Okay, I started this channel because I wanted a place where I could come and talk about the books that I am reading. In my everyday life, I just don't have anyone that reads similar books to me, or books in general, so I don't have that outlet of being able to talk about all the wonderful books that I am reading, and that's kind of a shame. So I really want to be able to talk to people here about the books, create friendships through our discussions, and even disagreements about books. That's okay. Having different points of view and being able to talk about things that we love as a community. So that is pretty much why I wanted to create a YouTube channel, and then I discovered Booktube, so I am curating my channel that I started earlier that was a kind of eclectic of beauty and books, but I want to just focus on the book aspect. So I am overhauling what I've done, in the past 4 or so months, and just solely focus on my love of books. So if you've been with me, and I do have a very small following, hopefully they will stick around now that I am actually finding my focus and my passion and my love for my channel, and I'm hoping that's going to be coming out as well into my channel. Just to have that outlet of being able to talk about everything that I am reading, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that type of thing. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to the Booktube community? This is kind of a hard question, that is kind of hard to answer. I would say one of the things that I bring is my age. The ones that I have been, the Booktubers I've been listening to or watching here lately, all of them have been in their mid-20s to young 20s. And I am 40. I'm coming to the game a little bit late to the game, and I think that's okay though. I think there is a niche for all of us who want to create and talk about books. I do believe being a little bit older brings a different perspective. I have a different life experiences through my years, and being able to bring that perspective to the books that I'm reading and to you guys, I think that is a unique contribution, because I haven't seen so far, like I said, I'm brand new to the community. I haven't seen that perspective of an older Booktuber perspective on the things. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I also will be doing a combination of YA books as well as adult books, and I will definitely let you know in the videos if they are YA books or if they are adults. Because I cannot recommend adult books to younger tubers. So that is kind of where I think my uniqueness might come in. Question number 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm excited to be able to talk about books. I read all of the time. I read when I can at work. I read here when I come home to decompress. So I'm just excited to make friends and just talk about everything that's to do with books. I love them, and I want to be able to share that with someone. So hopefully that kind of answers that question. And question number 4, why do you love reading? Kind of touched on that in the Last question. I use reading a lot of the times just to decompress after an extremely long day of work and all the difficulties and the trials and the stress and all of that I've dealt with coming home, and being able to just escape for a little bit and let my mind rest and decompress from all of that is why I love reading. There are so many different worlds out there that you can go into and see how the characters are overcoming their problems, and it just helps you maybe think of ways that you might not have thought about before to deal with the problems that you are facing in your actual real life. So that's what I love about books, being able to learn new things, learn new vocabulary, and being able to incorporate that into your everyday life. So that is what I really love about reading, just being able to escape for a little bit, into happier worlds, depending on the type of books that you read. I pretty much read romance, paranormal romance books. Do read a lot of YA books as well. Love Harry Potter. And just being able to go away for a little bit and then come back and be refreshed in order to handle real life problems. Question 5. What book or book series got you into reading? When I was a kid, I struggled as a reader. I struggled to finish books on time and not have to have fines for them. So I didn't read as much as a younger kid because of that, because I was just a slow reader. But I do remember late elementary, probably around 4th or 5th grade, our library had the Black Stallion series. If you are familiar with that, if you are from the 80s, you know the Black Stallion. There were movies about them, but there was also a whole series of books. And I do remember and do recall reading them and really loving them because I was a horse fanatic as a young girl. So I did read that series, and I did read the spin-off from that as well, or all the books they had in our school library that was the spin-off from that series. But I think what finally really helped me to pick up my reading speed and my love for reading as a young teen, I found or was introduced into the romance genre. My first author that I did read was Joanna Lindsey, and I developed a huge passion for historical romance novels. And because I loved it so much, I was able to start fully reading them and picking up how fast I was reading, because I loved everything about that time period. And I just started devouring books from then on, and then I branched out into other romance authors as well. So those would be the two that I really recall as a young kid, the Black Stallion series, and then as a teen going into romance and falling in love with that historical time period. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? As I said, I am new to Booktube, so there are a few that I am currently watching and subscribed to. I know one is The Book Roast, one is Murphy Napier, one is or Little Book Owl, something like that. I will list below all of the channels that I am currently subscribed to in the Booktube community if you're curious to check out their channels. But of those that I am currently watching, and I'm sorry if I didn't verbally tell all of them, but they will be listed down below. So I would ask them when they knew it was okay to drop a ton of money on better camera equipment, lighting, what type of software do they use to do their editing with, and what is the best type of camera that they would recommend for a new booktuber to use when they're just getting started. So right now, I think my camera does a pretty good job. It's my iPhone that I am filming with. I think it does a pretty good job, but I think the quality would definitely be better if I had a higher grade camera, that is for sure. But when do they know that their channel, that they are going to invest in their channel to that extreme? All right, so hopefully that kind of made sense. And then the final question. What challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Okay. Some of the things that I think are hard for me, because my mind, it just becomes very obsessive about things, is obsessing over my analytics on my Booktube channel. I constantly am on it and seeing, have I lost people? Have I gained people? What videos are, being watched the most? All of that. And I know it's good to keep an eye on it, but I'm hoping to get to a point where I don't have to watch it every single day, if that makes sense. I would think once or twice a week would be good, so that you don't get your highs and lows. If you're like me, my mind just obsesses, oh my god, I just lost somebody, oh my gosh, I just gained somebody. That type of things. It's just the highs and lows of constantly looking at analytics. And another worry is that I'm worried that I will run out of content to create videos for my channel that is going to become irrelevant to the community. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but that is a fear, and I think that might be a common fear for a lot of people who are just starting out. I will have, kind of the staples of the community, having, your TBRs, having your wrap-ups, and those types of content on my channel, but also want to try to do other things as well. So I hope that answered that question as well. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and the content the things that I talked about. Hopefully that maybe interest you into wanting to visit my channel. And I hope that you would be interested in watching some of my other videos as well. Until my next video, I hope you have a good one. Bye.